Okay, guys, welcome on. Welcome, everybody. Record. All right, I'm recording this one, keeping it in the archives with all the rest in the healthy archives anyway. So I am in a few trades, guys. I am in profit. I've turned the hat count from 120 to about 600 right now. Trades are not done yet, but things are still moving as they should. I'm expecting the price to continue dropping. I've had some really good moves on the price so far. I do expect the price to come back up quite a bit though, so I will be watching out for that. Um, my main entry I'm looking for, or the re-entry will be quite soon. I'm looking for the price to give us, quite a reasonable pullback here before it starts to sell off again. But gold is on its way short. I mean, at the moment, the price would reverse. And this is, I mean, you're wondering, why am I giving you Forex or commodity analysis? Well, there are correlations between this and the price of, other stuff. So you can see that the price has been quite jumpy recently. And that's why for me, if you've noticed, my stop losses have been at a very strange place, not the normal place. USD CHF, which I will do the live in an hour for, is almost hitting the target. Price is taking off as it should, and should be in profit. Now, our targets, I'm basing this on the strength of the dollar, which is really picking up right now, and it should continue, into tomorrow, or it maybe the target might get hit today. Who knows? But things are really taking off. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to show you that. But let's get to Bitcoin because again, I've been running through this with the academy students, and I want to let you into what we're doing right here. All right. I will go to the dollar index because that will matter. Okay, but I am gonna get back to my markings here now. Okay, so this is the markings that I have. This is the schematic that I've been working with them. Now, it's very simple here. Bitcoin is at very critical areas of supply and demand. Now, from the market order book perspective, okay, I do think there's another shortcoming personally for me. When I look at how the algorithm has been behaving in the last couple of days here, I do think we are going to see another short. However, there is the opportunity for the price to go long because we are in a very important place. Okay, this is the best way to put it. Now, at the moment, the range at which is most important to me first is what we had on the 22nd. So on the 22nd of September, so 7 days ago exactly from today, we saw this price action here where we had a strong range between the 40K mark all the way up to 41. Now, the algorithmic reaction that happened here produced a long, we had break of market structure and returned back to the order block twice, and then the price took off. Then we had another signature here of price action where the price returned. Now, if you remember me talking about this yesterday, there is a 30-minute order block, which is more specific to where the price returned to. But nonetheless, we've seen the price give us a short. So we've entered into this area about 3 times. Now, we don't have an order flow direction here. The lows are quite equal, all right? But if anything, I would say if Bitcoin does drop to where it's going to drop to, or to be honest, we haven't got the whole day to wait. This is what I've been, because students have been asking me, so if Bitcoin is going to crash, what should we do to our portfolio and stuff like that? I mean, Bitcoin is always going to have a drop sometime. Okay, but the question that we want to really go for is, all right, in this market or in this situation, what are we actually doing? Well, I'm going to give this to you guys, and this is coming straight from the academy as well. I would say one of the biggest things right now to keep your eyes peeled for is a body close on the H1. What do I mean? So if we have a body candle close, it doesn't have to even be a large one, but if there is a body candle close, okay, specifically beneath this order book here, or this order block, so beneath, I'm going to put a line here. If we get that, all right, beneath this point at 40.463 or 4463, if we have a H1 body close and the price reoptimizes this demand zone for supply, then we are going short, and we're going to go short heavily. Okay, I'm looking at an 8K drop on Bitcoin. All right, now I think an even stronger note or a stronger push to show us that we are going to go short is if we have a close beneath the low of the 22nd, which at the moment on my chart is sitting around about 39,700. Now we can be a bit more accurate. If I put the crosshair over the candlestick here, the low is 39 22,656. So not too far off. All right. So if we have a body close beneath here, guys, we're going short. Okay. When we go short, the next algorithmic level on line is at 34,795. And then the next is at 28K here. And then the next would be at 19 to 18. And then the final one, which is where the liquidity gap would be at 9,006. Now, if that does happen, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But one thing I do know is that the price is making its way quite aggressively towards the target. So why is this important? When if you look at gold and what gold is doing here, gold at the moment is following the same direction. And this is very important, guys. Gold is following the same direction as Bitcoin in terms of going short. Now, usually they have an inverse correlation due to the shift of money from one store of value to another, specifically the relationship between gold and Bitcoin. But in this case, none of that is true. Okay, the price has just spiked up here for a moment, which it was going to happen, of course, because the price is going to return here, as I said. Of course, if it breaks a bit too far past here, then I'll be out of the trade. But for now, it's okay. And also USD CHF, we're seeing the price pushing long. So where does this come into play now? Because they're both moving in the same direction, what we have at play here is not anything to do with a shift of money. I think we have a shift in the strength of the dollar. Okay, remember, gold is denominated against the US dollar. And so also is what we have with Bitcoin. So if I pull up Bitcoin here, so let's have a look at even down to the M1. Let me just pull up a chart here. If I go down to the M1 or M5, so if I go, okay, let's just use the M15. So right now we've seen the price go long today, then it's starting to go short. Gold has been going long at the beginning of the day and has just done a bit of a deeper short, but nonetheless, the picture is the same here for both gold and Bitcoin, which means that the dollar is the main driving factor of these two movements short, not really, not really to do with, in essence, just the commodities themselves or the stores of value themselves, gold and Bitcoin. So for me, personally speaking, I would say to you that we should be looking for more shorting because I'm seeing what the dollar is doing and the strengthening that's taking place. So I would say just keep your eyes peeled on this, guys, in terms of what we're looking for the correlation. If I go to the dollar index too, the dollar index is very strongly bullish and hasn't stopped going. And I told you it would happen. We're getting past the barrier of 94 and it's about to get very serious in a moment. All right. So for me personally, guys, if I were you, I would say keep your eyes firmly fixed on what we're seeing here with the dollar strengthening compared to Bitcoin and gold. All right. I think this example helps you a lot because I'm in both these trades. The price has just returned back to this zone here. So for me personally, when I look at the price here, I really do see how, we could have a very interesting market on our hands sooner or later. So I think keep your focus on these sides. I mean, there isn't any point of doing an analysis on any other pair because the price is really moving in one way. We've had reversal signatures on Ethereum and the rest. How far these will go, we will see. Okay, but this is a very short update, guys, for you to look at. I don't want to labor the point for too long. I'll come back and see what the market does later on, but this is about it. So keep that in your mind, guys, and I'm out. Take care.